Hey guys, LivieLove here. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching and supporting me as always. For today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to introduce one of my passions. It's something different to this channel. I still love makeup. I'm still going to do makeup videos. Don't get me wrong. Makeup is still my passion. But I decided to take my other passion and bring it here to YouTube and mesh the two together. So my other passion is astrology. If you know me personally, you know I love my astrology and zodiacs and everything that goes along with it. I'm into that kind of thing. I'm a Scorpio. So anyways, for today's video, I'm just gonna kind of jump right on into it and see how this sort of goes. Today's video isn't going to be about zodiac signs particularly. It's going to be about the Mercury retrograde that is going on right now. And let me tell you, that energy it's crazy. It's nuts. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels this way. I posted to my Twitter a little tweet about what Mercury retrograde is and what it's doing, and just a little bit of information and how it can make people act and be. And I had a lot of people share it and like it and comment on it and agree with me. Mercury retrogrades can kind of make people be a bit angry, I guess you could say. And things don't go according to plan at all. So a lot of people have negative feelings towards Mercury retrograde, and I completely understand why. It's a pretty negative time for a lot of people. But today I decided to do this little video because a lot of people don't actually know what Mercury retrograde is. If you don't agree with me, or if you don't like things about zodiac signs or astrology, you don't have to watch, you know? I mean, I thank you if you do, but if you don't agree with me, then just don't watch, I guess. Anyways, so Mercury retrograde, we just started on July 26th, and this retrograde will go until August 19th. So basically, I'm going to explain to you what it is, how it can affect you, and when it will happen next. So scientifically, that sounds funny. I'm not a science person, but I know this because of astrology. Anyways, scientifically, Mercury retrograde is when planets, like, they look in the sky, or when you're looking at them through a telescope or whatever, they look like they're going backwards. And in reality, they're not moving backwards. It's just the way we're orbiting that makes it look like they're going backwards. That's the scientific version. The astrology side of it is a lot of times when not a lot of times, all the time when these retrogrades are happening, people kind of associate the retrogrades with negative energies, confusion, delays, and a lot of anger. Anger and frustration is a big one. I know a lot of people are very short-tempered during retrogrades, and I don't know about you, but for me and a lot of people I know, they have just been snapping like crazy and screaming and yelling. Matter of fact, like literally right before I started to film this, I heard someone outside, and mind you, it is 11 o'clock at night, and there was someone like across the street screaming and yelling and swearing about something and slamming things, and they took off. They were that loud that I heard them. And there's like a field across from my house where there's a good distance where I shouldn't be able to hear that. So like I said, people are going crazy. Matter of fact, right before I went to film this, I was trying to get some information up on my phone about certain signs, and it just was not working for me. So that is another thing that tends to fail during retrogrades. Automobiles, phones, people's temperament tend to fail. So retrogrades are associated with a lot of negativity. I'm here to tell you that yes, there is a lot of negativity with them, but if I were you, I would kind of switch it around and make the best of it. Because, I mean, if shitty things are going to happen, why not try and make the best of them, you know? Try and look on the bright side. And I'm not typically that person, look on the bright side of things, but the older I get and the more into my spiritualism, or I don't know what you want to call it, I get into, the more I kind of agree with it. If you can't beat them, join them type of thing, you know? You gotta take the good with the bad. But anyways, like I said, this retrograde started on the 26th of July and it will end August 19th. After this, we have one from, I'm looking at my note for this, November 17th, and then from November 17th to December 6th, that will be another period of retrograde. So after August, we'll have 3 months of retrograde free. That does not sound good, but, and then after that 3 months is over, we go right back into another retrograde. But I'm not sure which sign that retrograde will be in. It might be in Scorpio. I don't know, we'll have to see. But this retrograde is in Leo. So Leo and Mercury itself is like the sign of communication. And a lot of times during these retrogrades, travels, contracts, automobiles, time delays, things tend to go wrong, like I said in the beginning. So how I would deal with these negative things happening, I would try to be a little bit more flexible. If I'm traveling somewhere, I might add extra time on or leave early because I would expect delays or for me to be sitting in traffic or not getting somewhere when I have to. I would plan ahead as well, like plan ahead. So say I'm going to dinner or something like that, I would make a reservation because chances are I'm going to go to that restaurant and I ain't going to get a place to sit. Plan ahead, be proactive. Also try and be a bit flexible, you know what I mean? Other people are going through stuff too. It's not just you that are going through things. So try to be patient with other people. And also have backup plans. It might not work out somewhere, like I said, say you're going out to dinner and you did make a reservation. So you should have a backup plan for that because who knows what can happen. I'd rather be prepared and try to push through this retrograde rather than go into it blindsided, be a hot mess the whole time, be pissed off and aggravate everybody, ruin friendships. I would not want to do that. Some people like to stay in their little hermit shell and, not venture out into the world, but that's not exactly realistic for everybody. I know I can't do that. Some people can, and hey, more power to you, but a lot of people, they can't. You have to travel. I wouldn't sign contracts or travel or make any drastic changes. Don't make drastic changes though. But don't sign contracts and don't majorly travel because things are going to go wrong. No matter how much you try and plan ahead, there will be things to go wrong, but just try and make the best of it. So there is negatives to it, and that's how I would deal with these negatives. But also, I think there is a bit of a positive side that comes out of these things. I believe retrogrades are a time to sort of reflect on the person you are, who you are, what you want to do, and where are you putting your energy. So for example, say family and your faith are super important to you. Are you putting your energy into your family and into your faith, or are you overexerting your energy into things that don't matter? That's why I say it's a time to reflect on who you are and who you want to be. Now, it kind of is a time for change. I wouldn't make those changes until after the retrograde has started. It's more of a time of reflection and deciding who you want to be. So basically, this is the time that you're getting ready to purge everything in your life that no longer serves you. Who knows? I mean, there is anger that comes with it, but you might learn something about yourself from that anger. Like, you might take a step back and be like, whoa, I need to relax. I need to calm down. I could have just ruined my friendship or my relationship with whoever. It's a time to reflect on who you are as a person, where you're putting your energy into, how you communicate with people. Like I said, this is Leo and Mercury are the planet and sign of communication. So how you communicate with people, what your patience level is with people, how you tolerate others, that is a big issue. And a lot of times how you communicate with other people is caused by like contracts and delays and just stuff like that. Like I said, I would try and be patient with everyone because we're all going through it. Everybody is. There are certain zodiac signs that may have a bit of a harder time dealing with the retrograde. Those are the fixed signs of Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. Yay, me. I don't know too much about those other signs, but I know for Scorpios personally, I always say that Scorpios tend to have a bit of an advantage over those other fixed signs, only because the Scorpio sign is actually a sign of death, rebirth, and transformation. And throughout our lives, we kind of put ourselves through it our entire life, and we just constantly keep going through it. It's just what we do. It's who we are. Kind of like a snake shedding its skin, you know? Or a phoenix rising from the ashes again. That is us in a nutshell. So that's why I say we kind of have a bit of more of an advantage over the other fixed signs over this, only because we put ourselves through change and stuff like this all the time. I'm not saying that we might have it easier, because believe me, we love to control things. We're controlling creatures. A lot of it also, it isn't just about your sun sign. You have a rising, a moon, you have a Mercury, Venus, you have other signs and other planets. So your whole big chart, your personal chart, I think it's called a natal chart, that can also affect you as well. I don't think Scorpio is the only sign in my chart though that is a fixed sign, but it comes up like 4 times, so yay. Anyways though, so like I said, other signs might have a bit more of a problem dealing with retrogrades than others. Like I said, I wouldn't make any drastic changes. I would think about what you want to change during this time, but I wouldn't make any drastic ones. Like for example, like I said, if family is important to me and that's what I want to focus my energy on, I'm gonna realize that, and I wouldn't make drastic changes about it. Like say I live in New York and my family lives in California, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna sell my house right tomorrow and I'm gonna move to California tomorrow. You wouldn't do that. You would realize it and then think about it, and then after the retrograde is over, decide what you want to do. Do I want to move? You know, family is important to me. You would make decisions like that, but it's really to focus on you and your inner self. And if you're going around being angry at everyone because the world's energy is shifted and everything's going wrong, you're not going to have that chance to look inside yourself and see what you want to do, what you want to change, you know, who you are, where you want to focus your energy. You won't be able to. So instead, you know, I know it's hard because even I have difficulties with this. I lose my temper recently at least 5 times a day. I know, it's hard during retrogrades particularly, but try and step back, realize what the real issue is, and kind of try to get past it, and ultimately, you know, have patience for your other fellow human beings, because we're all going through it. Just sort of proceed with caution with signing things and any contracts or making drastic changes, and just be patient and kind of tough through it. Tough through this retrograde, and you'll have some time of clarity in between until you get to the next retrograde. But believe me, these things need to happen. This retrograde needs to happen. It sucks that there's negative things that go on with it, but if we didn't have negative things, if we didn't, like, think of it like this, if we didn't have evil, we wouldn't have good. So you kind of got to take the good with the bad and deal with the situation and make the best of it. Otherwise, you know, you're just going to be angry. And I don't think no one wants to be angry forever. So you know what I mean? Just try and deal with it. Push through it. So I'm basically just going to end the video there. This video is getting a little bit lengthy. I could definitely go on way more than this. So if you want to see a part 2 or like have any questions, you know, just sound off in the comments down below. You can hit me up on any social media. I have Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Instagram's more for pictures though. But you can hit me up on there too if you have that. If you want to see more videos like this, I would love, like seriously love, to go into an in-depth video on Scorpios, but that could be like a series of a video, I feel like, because there's so many layers to a Scorpio. But, or I could do another sign for you. I can research them and compare to, like, you know, those signs in my life. I can do a video on that. Just let me know, and I will be coming back with another makeup video, don't worry. I actually had filmed one, and something personal, a personal thing in my life happened, and it kind of messed the whole video up, so I had to restart over. I've been going through changes recently. I blame it on the retrograde. So yeah, but I will be getting back to my makeup videos and incorporating astrology into this channel. So yeah, like I said, leave me a comment down below. Thank you for watching my video and supporting me. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe down below if you want to. And yeah, thanks for watching. LivieLove out.